Welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel if it's your first time here. My name is Troy, and in today's video, I'm going to be sharing all the goodies you'd possibly want to know about our investment portfolio through the second month of 2026. Now, if you're new here, our strategy isn't about chasing yield or hunting for the highest dividend income today, well before it's actually needed. Instead, we're focused on a total return approach. Invest as much money as we can right now to let it compound over decades. The goal, a final outcome that leads to an early retirement and more money than the wife and I know what to do with. We're talking about true generational wealth. Also, if you stay to the end of the video, I'll be sharing another update to the wife and I's total net worth to see if we made any progress towards becoming millionaires or not. Before we look at what the portfolio is worth on paper, I want to show you the foundation. On the screen now, the blue bars represent the actual cash we've taken from our paychecks and deployed into the market as of 1 year ago, last month, and to conclude February of 2026. You can see that we've personally invested just over $268,000 of our own money as of today. Now look at the orange bars next to them. This is the market value. The gap you see between what we put in and what the account shows is the market doing the heavy lifting for us. Despite the volatility and fear that comes with the stock market, our total portfolio value currently sits at $434,071.68. This is exactly why I don't obsess over the daily price swings. As long as we keep growing those blue bars through consistent deposits over time, the orange bars will take care of themselves and in turn, over time, take care of us and our goals. Now that you've seen the big picture, I want to pull back the curtain on how we actually moved the needle in February. This is my cash deployed tracker. In February, the market was open for 19 days and we were active in the market for all of them. Our goal is consistency, treating every market open like a brick being laid in that foundation we just looked at. By the end of the month, we deployed $3,273.46 of new money into the market, which comes out to $172.29 per day, which leaves us on pace to invest just under $40,000 in 2026. This isn't about attempting to time the market or find the next meme stock. It's actually about doing something consistent and repeatable so we can put our best foot forward on our walk to success. Now, it's one thing to deploy capital, but it's another thing to see what that capital is actually doing for us. This table breaks down our activity this month. We didn't do anything flashy. We stuck to our core holdings and added 14.7683 shares across all accounts, which added a total of $56.48 to our forward annual income. That might not sound like a lot, but remember, this is a permanent raise that we never have to ask a boss for or climb out of our warm beds to earn. Speaking of that brings us to the PADI, our projected annual dividend income. When we look at our PADI numbers here, the trend is clear. In January of 2025, we were projected to earn $2,673.57. Today, that number has climbed up to $6,918.76. I love breaking this down into smaller chunks too. As of today, our portfolio is set to generate $576.56 every month, or roughly $18.96 every single day, regardless whether the market is up, down, or sideways. As a reminder from what I said earlier in the video, we are 100% focused on total return at this point of the game. So to see our total return focused portfolio having these kinds of results is really exciting. Now, PADI is a projection of what is supposed to come into the account, but this right here is the actual amount that hit the account this month. February is a historically quiet month for our specific holdings. We received a total of 9 payments, 4 of those being dividend payments and 5 of them being interest from the cash in the accounts. It's also worth noting that 4 of those activity lines are from my Anyone Can Invest portfolio that I began right here on the channel to show that it doesn't take a lot of money to get that passive income ball rolling. This month, the only company that paid me outside of that ACI account that wasn't an interest payment was Costco, or stock ticker COST. On February 13th, Costco sent us $26.66, and if you look at their historical chart, you can see that outside of that one special dividend in January of 2024, each regular payment from Costco has been more than the last time, and in total, Costco has now sent us $266.05 in career dividends, or about 5.5% of the total money received in that retire early account all time. In total, we closed out February with a total of $75.25. This is about 20% lower than last year, primarily because interest rates on our sitting cash have dipped from about 4% last year to about 3.3% currently. I'm perfectly fine with that though, because I consider the interest that we receive in these accounts a bonus. The real heavy lifting is done by the holdings. Since that first accidental dividend back in 2017 in my 401k, we've earned a total of $15,079.74 in passive income and more than 142.5 additional shares for free via the drip. That brings me to these milestone charts. My first $1,000 in passive income took us 1,617 days to achieve. Our most recent milestone, just 74 days. My first $2,500 in passive income took us 1,993 days, and that most recent milestone is down to 240 days. The goal here isn't just to make money, it's to make the time between milestones shorter and shorter on average. We're currently averaging a new $1,000 every 210.5 days and a new $2,500 every 728.2 days. And as you can see, we're continuing to chase the average down. But why is our monthly income so low when compared to the total value or other portfolios you see here on YouTube who might even have less invested than we do? It comes down to diversification. As you can see here, we're heavily tilted towards growth, which tends to equal lower yields. I emphasize the capital invested metric because it's the part of the journey we can actually control. The market value fluctuates, but our discipline in these specific holdings is what builds the long-term wealth. Finally, let's look at the scoreboard. Based on the accounts we track here on the channel, we actually outperformed all 3 indexes this month. That's 2 months in a row to lead off 2026. Our portfolios brought back roughly 0.81%, beating out the S&P, the Dow, and the Nasdaq. Even though we came out on top this month, I want to be clear once again, outperforming on a month-by-month basis isn't the goal. We're building this for a 20-year plus time frame. Speaking of the long term, it's time to do a wellness check on the wife and I's total net worth at just 32 and 31 years old. When it comes to measuring how well someone is doing for real, it shouldn't be done by what they post to social media or the car you see them in at the red light. The true scorecard is net worth. Net worth is simply the value of the things you own, minus how much money you still owe on those same things. This is where the rubber meets the road. You can tell if someone really knows what they're doing, or they're just leveraged up to their eyeballs to look good before it all comes crashing down. As you can see on the left, our total asset value, including our home, our portfolios, and our cash, fell to under $800,000 this month and sits just over $799,000. On the right, our liabilities, which for us is just our mortgage, total $86,283.22. Subtracting those two gives us a total net worth as of March 1st, 2026 of $712,717.68, which is actually down $9,305.15 from last month. The first time I shared this was last month, and we had a big jump from the first test run I did, so I thought it'd be important to also show it this month to show the journey isn't always up and to the right, but instead, there will be months where you have to keep putting in the work before you see the results on paper or in your investment accounts. I'll continue to update these numbers in these monthly recaps as the wife and I keep working towards becoming millionaires and creating true generational wealth, not just a buzzword on the internet. As a reminder, on this channel, it is and will always be actions over words. February was the first bumpy road of 2026. What I'm proud of is that no matter what's happening, we kept on our path and followed our plan and will continue to do so no matter what. But I want to hear from you. Did you guys outperform the market this month or have any awesome milestones reached? Let me know in the comments down below as I personally read and respond to every single comment. If you found value in the transparency I share in these videos, do me a favor, make sure the video is liked and make sure you guys are subscribed as every subscriber counts. But until next time, see you.